This is THV11 News at 6.
Ashley's mother, Jan Wright, was one of the last people to take the stand for the defense today. Crying, she recalled everything from the day of July 24, 2015, when her grandson died. And she really drove the point home that she, along with her husband Chuck and daughter Ashley, do not blame Judge Wade Naramore for the death of their grandson. Prosecution didn't have any further questions for her. The last person on the stand was her son, the brother-in-law of Judge Wade Naramore. The trial has concluded for today and will continue again tomorrow. Reporting live in front of the Garland County Courthouse, Marielle Mohs, THV11 News.
Joins us with live details of yet another emotional day.
Guys, prosecution just wrapped up their closing argument. Their main argument was that Naramore was responsible for his son Thomas that day. They said they don't believe that his death was intentional, that it was a mistake, but a mistake that was against the law. They also blamed Naramore for, quote, being all about himself that day. Closing arguments are officially over, and now the jury's been deliberating for about 12 minutes. It's a 12-person jury, 6 men and 6 women. Now, going back to today's trial, the biggest thing we got out of today is when Judge Wade Naramore himself took the stand. Marielle Mohs here in the Garland County Courthouse. We're still waiting on a verdict from the jury. They've been deliberating now for over an hour. They came back out and said that they are now undecided at 11-1. We do not know which one is the majority for guilt, or which side of the majority is guilty or not guilty at this point. They have gone back into deliberation. So as of now, it is an 11-1 undecided jury. We do not know the majority. We will break into primetime coverage here on Channel 11 to give you the latest on the verdict in this Naramore case. Back to you.
Breaking right now, a verdict is in the Judge Wade Naramore trial. He is found not guilty.
Well, we want to toss things out to our own Marielle Mohs. She has been in the courtroom all day and following these developments for us. Marielle.
Guys, lots of cheering in this not guilty verdict in the hot car death of Judge Wade Naramore. Of course, it was a unanimous verdict of reaching not guilty, but not an easy decision to get there. The jury kept re-entering and leaving the courtroom all afternoon, coming first in to say they were an undecided 9-3 jury, then a 10-2, then an 11-1. They have finally just re-entered the courtroom and said that they are unanimously deciding Judge Wade Naramore is not guilty. Of course, it took them about an hour and a half to reach this guilty. We are going to be speaking with defense as well as prosecution and as many family members as we can immediately, and we'll be bringing you their reaction tonight on THV11 News at 10. Thanks for sticking with us this whole week as we covered this trial. Reporting live from the Garland County Courthouse, Marielle Mohs, THV11 News.
We've been in the courtroom all week, and THV11's Marielle Mohs joins us from Hot Springs with reaction to the decision. Marielle.
Well, it was a long, emotional week for Judge Wade Naramore and his family. But tonight, he is an innocent man after the jury deliberated for an hour and a half. We spoke with his family, prosecution, and defense to hear their reaction to this not guilty verdict. The first time Judge Wade Naramore left the Garland County Courthouse as an innocent man, embracing his wife Ashley and defense attorneys. A jury found him not guilty for the death of his 18-month-old son, Thomas.
This year's been so bad, and we want to heal.
Naramore's sister-in-law, Erin, relieved their family can start moving on, a mutual feeling with many friends of the Naramores.
You know, get on with life now.
Another who testified for the defense, Judge Naramore's mother-in-law, Jan Wright.
I feel like I just showed how much I believed in Wade and how much I loved him and what I thought of him as a person, and that's what mothers do.
Prosecution said they wouldn't change a thing about their argument, saying Naramore was filled with excuses and needs to be held responsible for his son's death. However, they were not surprised by the verdict.
This is such a highly charged case from an emotional standpoint. You know, sometimes you can tell, this time I really couldn't.
Special Prosecutor Scott Ellington received a lot of resentment for the 6-month delay in charging Naramore. He argued, though, this was the proper timeline due to the amount of evidence.
Those things don't happen overnight. So it took a while for things to work out, and so that's what happened.
Prosecution said this case wasn't easy.
I have 2 daughters I love very dearly. They're the world to me. We're not machines. We're human beings.
The defense arguing Naramore made an honest mistake and has already been through enough hurt.
That is the amazing thing about our criminal justice system, and I could not be happier that Wade and his family get to begin their healing process right now.
And the family is certainly ready for closure.
I'm going to go scoop Ashley and Wade up and give them the biggest hug.
We're going to go home and love each other.
Now THV11 tonight, working as a two-man team, Erica Ferrando was in the courtroom when that not guilty verdict dropped for the first time. Erica, tell me what the emotion was like in the room.
Well, of course, leading up to that, you could feel the nerves, the anxiety in the room before the verdict came out. And as soon as the judge said not guilty, the room erupted. The defense side, they all stood up. They were hugging. They were screaming. The judge actually had to tell everyone to be quiet because they were being so loud. There were tears. And as for Judge Wade Naramore, he kissed his hand. He pointed to the sky, thanking God for this outcome.
And it was a unanimous decision by the jury to find him not guilty, but that was not an easy one to get there. Tell us about that process of reaching that verdict.
Well, of course, the jury took about an hour and a half, but they didn't just come out at once saying they had a decision. They came out several times. They came out with a 10-2 vote and saying that they could not change any of the jurors' minds, and they were asking, what do we do? We don't know what to do because we all stand where we stand. The judge said, go back in, deliberate again. They came back out with an 11-1 vote. And of course, the judges said, you have to go back in. I don't want any of the jurors changing their beliefs, but just try to come to a decision. They come back out with the verdict and finally made a decision.
And now Judge Wade Naramore is found innocent. Reporting live from the Garland County Courthouse, Marielle Mohs alongside Erica Ferrando, THV11 News.